Okay, Jonathan.
Mm.
We are going to
Mm.
do this little graphing, but before we do that, let me show you what graphing is all about. Okay, so I have here some M&Ms, and so what I want you to do is I want you to take all the brown M&Ms out, and not eat them, not eat them. Take all the brown M&Ms out, okay, and let's line them up. So take the brown M&Ms and put them in a line right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's take all the brown M&Ms and line them up right here. Come on, let's line them up, Jonathan. That's a blue one. Let's take the brown ones. Come on, that's a blue one. Let's take the brown ones. Okay, you know what? You want to take the blue ones too? Don't eat them. Right there. Put the blue one right there. Line up the blue ones. Okay. You know what? I don't have an orange pen, so you can eat the orange ones. Okay, that one you can eat. You can eat that one. Okay. So let's take the brown ones and the blue ones and line them up. Come on. Line them up. Line them up nice and neat. Keep going. Keep going.
Mm.
Keep going. Good job. Keep going. Nice, Jonathan. All right. So we've got all the brown ones here. So now let's take the blue ones and line up all the blue ones.
Mm.
Okay, let's line up the blue ones. Come on.
Mm.
Come on. Let's line up the blue ones.
Mm.
Keep going.
Mm.
Good job. Where's the rest of the blue ones?
This is one.
Okay, now let's line up the yellow ones.
Mm.
Let's do the yellow ones now, Jonathan. Come on. That's
Mm.
green. We're doing yellow right now. That's red. We're doing yellow. Yellow. Yellow, Jonathan. Keep going.
Mm.
Keep going. Line up all the yellow ones.
Okay.
Run. All the yellow ones.
Mm.
All the yellow ones.
Mm.
Keep going. We're doing the yellow still. We're still doing the yellow. Yellow. Come on. Keep going. Put it down. You know, you can eat an orange one since you're doing such a good job. You can eat one. Okay. Now, so now we got the yellow, we got the brown, we got the blue, we got the yellow. Now let's do the red ones, Jonathan. Let's line up all the yellow ones. I mean, all the red ones. Come on, let's grab the red ones.
Mm.
Come on, keep going.
Mm.
Red, right here. Keep going. Line up all the red ones. Go ahead, keep going. Good job, Jonathan. All right, let's try to keep it nice and neat. All right. Now that we've got all the red ones, you can go ahead and eat another orange one. You can eat that one. And so now we're going to do the green ones. Let's grab all the green ones, Jonathan. Okay, we got one.
Mm.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. All right. You can have another orange one. Okay. So now what we have to do is we've got to create a graph for all of this, right? So, how do we make a graph? To make a graph, first thing that we have to do is we have to label the graph, right? So let's go ahead and label this graph. First of all, we're going to take the green one and we're going to write down the word right here. Let's see. Oh boy. Let's move all of this out of the way. There we go. Okay. And then first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the green ones here, right? And we're going to write down the word green right here. Okay. So let's go ahead and lower. Let's get you right here. And you're going to write the word green. That's G, not J, G. G. R. E. E. N. All right. Let's try to write a little bit harder because I know that these don't really write very hard. We're going to try to do a little bit harder so that the word actually shows. Okay. So we have green right there. And then for our next graph word, we're going to do red. So let's skip a line and do red. R. Okay, let's do a capital R. I like capital R is better. Especially when it's a label, you want to make it a capital. E. D. Okay, let's do it a little bit darker. E. And then D. Okay. So now the next word that we're going to do is yellow. So we're going to skip a line. We're going to go to yellow. Okay. Do a capital, like I said before. Okay. Capital. Y. E. Come on. Let's stay in the middle of the box. L. L. Can you do a little bit harder, please, Jonathan? Come on, a little bit harder. O. And again, let's do a little bit more force there. And then W. That's a good W, Jonathan, but you just got to do it a little bit harder. There you go. Okay. And then the next one is the blue. So let's write the word blue right here. Okay. Oops. A little bit bigger B. B. L. U. E. Blue. Excellent. Excellent. But again, just a little bit harder so that we can actually see what you're writing. And then the last color that we're going to write is brown. So let's write B. Okay, again, capital B, not a lowercase b. B, R, O, W. Nice and hard. Excellent. N. All right. Good job, Jonathan. Let's just make this a little bit darker. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to count the number of, hang on. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to take the brown one and we're going to count how, the green one, the green pen, we're going to count how many green M&Ms do we have, Jonathan? How many do we have? How many do we have? Let's count them out.
Brother.
That's right, 4. Excellent, Jonathan. So let's write down the number 4. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to color in these boxes all the way up to number 4. Okay, you see that? You see how we colored all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So it matches this here, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, got that? Good job. So now let's do the same thing with red. Okay, we're going to take red and we're going to count. How many reds do we have? Is that one? That's right, 6. Excellent, Jonathan, excellent. So we're going to write down the number 6. G, 6. 6. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to color in all the way up to number 6. Go ahead, Jonathan. Color it in. Color it in all the way up to number 6. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Color it all in all the way up to number 6. Excellent, Jonathan. So now, the next one that we have is the yellow ones. All right? So let's go ahead and count how many yellow ones we have. How many yellow ones do we have? Uh-huh. Now, all right, let's hear it loudly. That's 1, 3, 4. No, that's 4, not 5. Let's do that again. 1. That's right, 4. So let's write down the number 4. Okay, let's do it a little bit darker. These pens, I know these pens are a little bit hard because you have to put so much pressure on them. But let's go ahead and do 4. Ready? I'm sorry. We're gonna color all the way up to, because remember we're doing a graph. Okay? So we're coloring all the way up to number 4 again. Okay? So let's go ahead and put this away now that we're done with that. So, how many of these blue ones do we have, Jonathan? No, we're not doing the brown yet. We're doing the blue one right now. How many of these blue ones do we have? Let's count this out. There's not 5. There's not 5. Let's do it again. No. What? Let's do it more slowly, okay? More slowly. What? 4. All right. So let's write down the number 4. Okay, a little bit harder, Jonathan. Gotta push on this. These pens aren't that great. You gotta push hard, okay? And then we're gonna color in all the way up to number 4. Let's color it in. Come on, let's color. Color. Okay. So we're done with that. Okay. And now let's go ahead and do the brown ones. So how many of the brown ones do we have? We have not 7. No, not 7. 6. Let's try that again. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. 6. So we got to write down the number 6. Not G. 6. 6. Okay. And then we're going to color all the way up to number 6. Let's go ahead and color, Jonathan. Color it all the way up to number 6. Color. We're creating a graph here, Jonathan. We're creating our graph. So we're going to color all the way up to number 6. Okay. So now we have our graph, Jonathan. See that? We now have our graph. Okay. We know how many green ones we have. That's 4. We know how many red ones we have. That's 6. We know how many yellow ones we have. That's 4 as well. Blue ones, we also have 4. And brown ones, we have 6, just like the red. Okay? So that's how a graph is made. So now let's go ahead. And let's put this away. Next, you can have one more because you're doing so well. Good job. Okay. Put these pencils, whatever, away. Okay. And next thing we got to do is we've got to go ahead and do this little assignment here. Okay. So let's go ahead and take care of this. All right. So Miss B's class is graphing the number of each balloon. All right. So look at the graph and see how many balloons each person fills up. So how many balloons has Randy filled up? You've got what? Okay, let's count. What? 1. That's 4, right? So let's write down 4 right there. Okay, let's try this again, Jonathan. Okay, let's try this again. How many does Randy have? Let's write it over here so you have a little bit more space. How many does Randy have? You said 4, right? Let's write down the number 4. Excellent, excellent. The number 4. Good job. Okay. Now, how about Mary Beth? Make this a little bit thicker. How about Mary Beth? How many does Mary Beth have? Let's count it. What? That's right, 2. So let's write down the number 2 right here. Good job. Okay. Now, what about Keisha? Okay. Let's count how many Keisha has. How many does Keisha have? What? 3. How many is that? Let's count it again. Use this finger right here. How many is that? 1, 2, 6. 6. That's right. So let's write down the number 6. Oops. No, it doesn't right there. Right over here. 6. There you go. Okay. And now, let's write down how many Raj has. And how many does Raj have? How many does he have? 1. That's right. And so write down that many over here. No. You're not writing it correctly. I don't know what you're writing here, but that's not it. Let's try that again. How many is that? 1. How many is that? 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So how much is this? 5. That's right. So write down the number 5 right here. Right here. Write down 5. That's 2. That's not 5. Where are you going? No. No. You're not doing good enough to get another M&M. Let's do this again. Let's write down the number 5 right here. 5. Okay? So, Okay. So, which student fills up the most balloons for the party? Which one? Which one has the most?
The
Keisha. That's right. Keisha. So let's write down Keisha right here. No, that's not how you write Keisha. Okay, you see Keisha? That's capital Keisha. So let's write that down right here, please. Capital K. What are you doing? Capital Keisha. All right, stop pressing the button on this. All right, let's stop being silly. Stop. You can have one when you finish. So it's capital K. Keisha. Keisha. And which student fills up the least balloons? Who did the least number?
So,
Who?
yes, sir.
What's her name?
Right.
Mary Beth. So let's write down Mary Beth. Okay. Write down Mary Beth. Come on. Let's write down Mary Beth, Jonathan. Stop pushing that button. Hold it right. Hold it at the edge. Hold it at the edge. Okay. And then write down the name. Mary M. Come on. M. Mary Beth. Okay. All right, we're all done. You can take a break.